Hello, everybody. So nice to see all of you again. Now, this lesson that we're going to do today, the name is Straight Lines, but I want you to remember this lesson. You must make a note somewhere because the information in this lesson is very important for future reference as well. So you must make a note of this that you can always return to this just to refresh your memory, okay? So we're going to do under the heading straight lines, we're going to define line segments, rays, straight lines, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines. Right, let's go. Now, if you look around you, everything around you starts with a point. Everything around you is a point, and then there's another point and a set of points very close together, and in the end, it forms a line. So let's look at our definition of a straight line. A straight line is a set of points, now, like a lot of points very close together, and in the end it forms a line. So a straight line is a set of points with no definite starting point or end point. So there's our line. It just carries on forever and ever and ever and ever. There's no definite starting point or end point. That is what we call a line. A line segment is again a set of points, but it's got a definite starting point and a definite end point. Like there, it starts with A and it finishes at B. So that is what we call a line segment. Remember now, the difference between a straight line is in this case, it has got a definite starting point and an end point. And then a ray. Now a ray is again a set of points. In this case, it's got a definite starting point, but no definite end point. Can you see the arrow? So it's got a definite starting, but no definite end point. So please make sure that you know the difference. So we're going to continue with lines because lines can go in different directions, as we know. So a perpendicular line, we call that two lines are perpendicular. Please remember this. When the angle where the lines meet is 90 degrees equal to a right angle. Now remember, when we've done angles, we've discussed a right angle. And remember, when we drew angles with our protractor, we know that this is 90 degrees. So what we do to indicate that we are working with, because we know that sometimes the angle looks very close to 90, but it's actually 89, right? So when we want to tell the people that this is a right angle, we always indicate it like this. So in any math document, if you see lines with that sign, you know the lines where the lines meet, they're at a perpendicular angle. You got that? The same with this example. And then the next example is parallel lines. So parallel lines then, can you see they're running parallel together? The perpendicular distance between the lines is constant. This distance between these lines, do you think they're going to ever meet? No, they're going to never meet. They're running parallel at a constant distance from one another, so they will never meet. So these lines are called parallel. So to indicate that these lines are parallel, we normally put a sign like that on the line, okay? And if there are more than two lines parallel, we can put a double little arrow on there. So this will tell us that these lines are parallel to one another. In other words, they're the same distance and they would never meet. The same on this side. Okay, so what do you think is happening here? Are these two lines parallel? Yes, of course not, because they meet. Now this brings us to a next thing about lines. where lines meet, this almost reminds us of roads. You know, if we drive around in a car, right, in a taxi, these lines meet, and what do we call this area where the two roads meet? We call it an intersection, right? Can you see there? Intersecting lines. So here's our summary. We've got a line, we've got a ray, we've got a segment, we've got parallel lines, and we've got perpendicular lines. Oh, I must just make it nicer, right? And then we've got intersecting lines, like where two roads meet. We always say it's an intersection, right? Remember this. This is a very handy slide to have. But wait, there's more. We also have collinear points. So remember I said right at the beginning, let's go back there. A straight line is a set of points. Okay? Now what do we call these points? If the points lie on the same straight line, we call them collinear. Please remember this. So when points like P, Q, and R are all lying on the same straight line, we say they are collinear. And then just the opposite. If you look at A, B, P, and C, they are not on the same. You can't draw a straight line through them. So they are then what we call non-collinear points. Okay? So again, collinear is when the points are all on the same straight line. So in other words, there's a set of points and you can draw a straight line through them. You know the points are collinear or not. Right. And then the last one is, remember we said if lines meet, even in this example, it's the intersecting lines, like that example. Now what then if there are a lot of lines meeting at one point? We call that concurrent lines. Concurrent lines are lines which intersect each other exactly. So these are more than two lines, right? But these lines, the blue, the green, the purple, everyone, they cross each other exactly at one point. So the meaning of concurrent is happening at the same time or point. So the intersecting lines are always concurrent. Concurrent lines are non-parallel lines. Remember here, they cannot be parallel, right? So concurrent lines are non-parallel and extend indefinitely in both. Can you see the arrows? They extend indefinitely, but they actually cross at exactly the same point. Will you remember all of these? Now, there's a way to notate these lines when we talk about a straight line or a line segment or a ray. Now, I want you to make sure that you get this. Okay, so a point. Remember when we indicated a point there, there's P, Q, and R. So a point is just a point with a normally a capital letter of the alphabet. Now a line. So if there's a line like this and it is AB, we indicate a line AB with two arrows on both sides, right? So remember from our first, there's an example. Remember there's our line, that one. So that means AB. So if we write it like that. But you would agree with me, we can also write BA, right? Doesn't matter in which direction. It just carries on forever. And then there's another way to write this. And this is what we call bracket notation. Okay? So another way to write this is a round bracket. So if you write it like this, or you write it like this, it tells you it is a line. Okay. Now a line segment, remember there's a starting point and an end. That is A, B, right? So if we write it, we're going to say AB with just a line with no arrows, or BA, same thing. If you describe a line from B to A or from A to B, it's the same line. You agree with me? And there's also a way that we can do it with a bracket notation. So please, our square bracket. Our square bracket is our line segment. Then array. If you can recall, array have got a starting point, but no definite end point. Okay? So the B just carries on indefinitely. So we're going to say AB with a little arrow. But just wait a minute. Can we say BA? No, because it's got a definite starting point and it then continues indefinitely. So there's only one way to write the array in that format, or we can write it, it's got a definite starting point A, and then we can write it, oh, cook, let me just, I forgot to, where do I erase? Can I just try it again? Oh, I keep on making this thing. There's my green. Is that right? So it's got a definite starting point and the array continues indefinitely. Got that? So remember, this is what we call our bracket notation. Okay, so perpendicular lines, we just know that AB is perpendicular to, say, CD. This is when this line AB and this line CD is perpendicular, right? And parallel lines, AB is parallel to CD, and that is when we know that AB, or let's say AB, and CD are running parallel. Okay, this is a very important slide, guys. So please make sure, because it's just now you forget and then you can always come back to this. This is the beauty of this program, isn't it? You can always just check your facts to make sure that you've got this. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.